Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Travis Marsh. I'm the teaching pastor at Canyon Creek Presbyterian Church in San Ramon. I'm so honored to be here tonight in order to help everyone celebrate the ministry of Shepherd's Gate. Shepherd's Gate has been an important and valuable ministry here in the Bay Area for many, many years. Shepherd's Gate, if you do not know about it, is a ministry dedicated to helping women who find themselves in some of the most difficult situations of their life. It could be domestic abuse. It could be struggling with addictions. It could just be many, many different obstacles that they are facing, and they need a place to go where they can find rest, community, hope, and an opportunity to see the beautiful glory of God's grace and mercy in their life. And so we hope tonight is going to be a night where you can be educated about the wonderful ministry that they are doing here again in the Bay Area, and really reaching out to women all throughout the country. And so tonight we're going to have an opportunity to have a barbecue together, but it's going to be a different kind of barbecue because we are in a different state as people in the world right now, as we are all in the midst of a pandemic. And so here we are doing this virtual barbecue. So hopefully everybody has barbecued up some ribs or some chicken. I'm going to go the shrimp route, and we're going to have an amazing time sitting back and learning about this incredible ministry. We're going to hear testimonies. We're going to hear stories. I can tell you as a pastor, this ministry is so vital because it gives opportunity for people in my church to serve and give back and to connect with people who truly need to hear the gospel. But it's also an opportunity for them to help their friends who are in situations and connect them to a place where they're going to get love and care and support. And so I know as a pastor and other pastors in the Bay Area, we find Shepherd's Gate to be such a valuable resource, and we love the ministry that they're doing. Tonight we're going to hear from the Petersons. They're a bluegrass band. They are amazing. They have put together some videos for us tonight about music the music that they perform, and so we're excited about listening to that, which we're going to get to in a second. But let me pray for us. All right, let's pray. Father God, thank you so much for giving us this night that we can connect with one another and that we can learn about the important work you are doing through the leadership and through the staff and through the women of Shepherd's Gate. Truly, we're seeing you move and work in people's lives and hearts. Lord, we ask for your protection over this valuable ministry, and we ask you to touch the hearts of the people who are watching this evening, that they would be moved to join into this work and contribute to it. And so God, let us enjoy this time, but let it also be a time where we can be changed in our hearts and have a vision as to what you are doing through Shepherd's Gate. I pray this all in your Son's name. Amen. All right, now we're going to get to the Petersons, and here we go.
Hey, we're the Petersons from Branson, Missouri, and we are so excited to be a part of your program tonight at Shepherd's Gate. When Carol first reached out to our family and asked if we would be willing to be a part of this, we are very careful as to what organizations and ministries we join in as Christians, but we started looking into your mission statement and what you guys do, and we're blown away by the impact that you guys have and what you're able to accomplish through the Lord with your work. So we're so honored to do this. I hope you enjoy this first song. My little sister Julianne's going to sing it. It's called No Roots.
I like digging holes and hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I hope I won't forget to find them, 'cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I build a home away from someone who tear it down, then pack it up in boxes, head for the next time running, 'cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I've got notes from my home was never on the ground. I've got notes from my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. all say it differently, but I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I count gates and numbers, then play the guessing game. It's just the place that changes, the rest is still the same. But I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. And 1,000 times I've seen this road, 1,000 times. I've got no roots from my home, was never on the ground. I've got no roots from my home, was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I've got no roots from my home, was never on the ground. I've got no roots from my home, was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I like digging holes, hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I will forget to find them. I like digging holes, hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I won't forget to find them. I've got no roots.
Well, thank you guys. We were asked to share a little bit of our family story and how we got started playing music together. And we grew up moving around quite a bit with our dad being in the Air Force. And through that process, it kind of made it hard to get established in one community, but we had lots of time together as a family. So we ended up using that time to do different hobbies and just find different things we could enjoy doing together. And music was definitely one of those things. And one summer, we were on a family vacation and visiting a lot of national parks and historic sites around the United States, and ended up at our very first Bluegrass Festival, and I hung out with the families there. And my parents actually, after meeting a lot of the families, decided that we would also become a family bluegrass band. So they bought us all instruments and we started practicing all the time, and we lost all of our friends. It was great, but we had been looking for a new hobby to do, and bluegrass music was so much fun for us, and so we started playing just for fun. But when my dad retired from the Air Force, we got to move to Branson, Missouri, and one door just started opening after another, and God provided a beautiful way for us to continue playing music together, and now we're doing that full time. And that's really our story. We're just so thankful to be a part of that community and a part of this event as well. And that being said, we're going to do one of our most requested songs for you next. This is a Keith Whitley tune called When You Say Nothing at All. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart without saying a word. You can light up the dark. Well, try as I may, I could never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. Oh, you say it best when you say nothing at all. I can hear people talking out loud.
you drown out the crowd. Well, old Mr. Webster could never define what's being said between your heart and mine. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. Or you say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. Oh, you say it best when you say nothing at all. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the program.
Weren't they amazing? The Petersons. I'm Carol Patterson. I'm the CEO of Shepherd's Gate. So thankful to be here tonight with you. I know it's a really different time as we are in this pandemic, but we turned to this virtual event a couple months ago, and I'm so excited that all of you came along on this journey with us. So thank you tonight. I'm actually live. I'm right here in Livermore. It is so hot today. I'm at the Amos Studios in Livermore. They have much better Wi-Fi than we do on our campus, and so they have partnered with us to help us tonight. It takes a lot of technology to make this live event happen on YouTube and Facebook, and for our remote guests to be brought in through videos and their broadcasts. So thank you to Amos for hosting us tonight. And so we have people from all over the country joining us tonight, and from the East Coast to the West Coast, from right here in the Bay Area, right here in Livermore and Brentwood, and we're so thankful that you could join us. Some of you are new to Shepherd's Gate, and we want to tell you just a little bit about that. And so Shepherd's Gate has been around for 36 years. Alice Ann started it right here in Livermore, and we've expanded and have a campus in Brentwood as well. So we have been blessed for 36 years to touch the lives of women and children. And the ones that we serve are women and children who suffer from homelessness and poverty and addiction and domestic violence. And it is even more important today than ever during this pandemic for our ministry to be going full board to help these women. And just go on my handy dandy notes here. And so what makes us unique here at Shepherd's Gate? We are a Christ-centered program. The women that come to us are going to discover who God is and know that, and so is our children. But we have a whole program for the woman to start her healing process, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, education. We have it all. We have been blessed to build our program. And that's why our program is 12 to 16 months long. It takes that long for a woman to overcome whatever it is that brought her to our door. And then there's a child involved, and we have a whole program for a child, to meet their physical needs, to their education, right now online learning, and also for their emotional support. We have online therapists that meet with the children on a regular basis, because if a child has lived in a car, then they have experienced trauma. Or if they've seen domestic violence, they've suffered through trauma. So we want them to start their healing process at Shepherd's Gate as well. And then what also makes us unique is that we have an alumni program, and they have their own set of classes and processing groups, and those happen at night. And we are blessed to be able to continue supporting women after they graduate. And you'd be surprised, over 16,000 women have come through Shepherd's Gate over the years, and God has touched each one of their lives. And a woman could come, she could be single, she could be older, she could be younger, she could have kids, maybe she needs to reunite with her children through the court system. We're there for all types of women. And all of the things that we help women through, this could happen to your sister, it could happen to your aunt, your mother, your next door neighbor, or someone you work with. So you being online tonight with us helps you understand who we are, so you're better informed to be an advocate and a voice to help women that are suffering from these things. So that is what makes us unique. Now, during this pandemic, one of the biggest questions I get is, well, how's things going at Shepherd's Gate? Well, yes, it was pretty tough in the beginning. We had to quickly understand all the COVID regulations from the counties, and also what was going to keep our employees safe, to our women and children safe. And one of our partners that took a year to develop, but just a month before the pandemic started, a company right here in Livermore partnered with us, and their names are Waxy Production. And Waxy, they are known for hospital-grade disinfectant. And they came in a month before this pandemic and equipped all of our campuses with all the sanitation and hand soap and paper towels that we needed so desperately to get ready for what we were about to face. So a big shout out to Waxy. We are so grateful. But also, in this pandemic, we've kept our programs going full board. We have taken in more women that are living in cars with their children. During this pandemic, that is not the place that a woman could keep safe and clean. So we have brought in extra women in our program. We've brought in women that have been suffering from chronic ailment, older women that struggle with homelessness. And then there are those women that came from Children's Hospital, and they were homeless, and they were in the nursery ward, and they had premature babies, and they didn't have anywhere to go. So sure enough, we became the home for those types of mothers. And during this time, we were not able to have volunteers come on our campus. And so our staff, they made the commitment to stay safe and to have the highest quality of staying safe in their lives in order to serve our women. And I am so grateful to the staff at Shepherd's Gate for stepping up and making that commitment, doing overtimes to cover shifts, to cover classes that volunteers would normally have taught. It's an amazing team, and so thankful to them. So thankful to also our thrift store. For a small amount of time, we had to close our thrift store, and our thrift store is so important to generating funds for our ministry. But our donors and our shoppers faithful shoppers. They were waiting on the wings till the day we opened, and so thankful that that is now all up and running and abiding by the COVID regulations by the county. And even our landlord stepped in and discounted our rent in order for us to survive these times. So all of these little things are what made it possible for us to get through. And we have put together a small thank you video that just shows you a little bit of what happened during this time. All of the people that came and donated, whether it be food, books, masks, ice cream for our kids. There's so much that the community in Brentwood and in Livermore came to our rescue. So we just want to show you this small video of just a little bit of who came to our door to help us.
To be humble, to be kind, it is a giving of the peace in your mind. To a stranger, to a friend, to give in such a way that has no end. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other and nothing more. And to be bold, to be brave, it is the thinking that the heart can still be saved. And the darkness can come quick, the dangers in the anger and in the hanging on to it. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other, nothing more. And tell me what it is that you see, a world that's full of endless possibility. And heroes don't look like they used to, they look like you do. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other, nothing more. We are how we treat each other, nothing more. We are how we treat each other.
In that video, you saw two things that are dear to my heart. One was the couple that brought McDonald's for our kids. You know, that was the one thing that our kids missed during this pandemic. The other one was State Farm's. They supported an ice cream truck to come to our campus, and our kids got to practice wearing their masks and coming up to the truck one by one and having ice cream. I mean, those are the little things that just made it so special. I am so sorry that I am like almost crying, because these people are the ones that just touch my heart, that you gave so much for us. So thank you. These are happy tears. And if you've seen me speak before, you know I do this. So, and it's live. So here's the other thing that's just amazing, how God has blessed this ministry. In a pandemic, we would be able to fund a campus advancement in our Brentwood campus with brand new donors. And so we are able to put a learning and career center, an after-school program for the kids with a reunification room for moms to meet with their kids, and 2 offices to free up some extra space upstairs so we can take more women and children in that home. You would not think that we could raise additional funds during a pandemic to do that, but we did. And the people that also helped us was Homemade, Shea Homes, Signature Homes, and SDG Architects, Jennifer, and the city of Brentwood. All of them have been working diligently for the last several months, and we are so excited to announce that we will probably break ground and have our ceremony of breaking ground the last couple days of October or the first week of November, and building will start. So God is good to bless us with that. So thank you to all of those partners and all of the construction that's about to start on that campus. So now we move into our program where you're going to hear specifically from 3 women and how their lives were transformed, how God entered their lives and brought them to Shepherd's Gate, and how He guided them through the healing process. It's just amazing. And we want to show you those 3 videos right now. And then, because our women are watching back at the house right now on both of our campuses. We didn't bring any of the women to the studio for safety reasons, but they're watching back at home. So hi, all the women and children that are watching. So we're going to watch those, and then you're going to meet a board member. We have a wonderful board of dedicated, special experienced board members, and you're going to hear from Fiona and what she's going to announce in her speech. All right, take it away.
Hi, my name is Timmy, and I've been here a year in Shepherd's Gate, and what brought me here was complete loss and grief. I had lost my sister due to a suicide that led to me using drugs and alcohol, trying to deal with that pain and grief on my own. For 2 years I stayed in that status, and through that process I lost my home, I lost my vehicle, I lost my identity, I lost my respect for myself and my reputation, I lost relationships, and a lot more. I had to seek shelter on my own with my daughter in a vehicle that was given to us. We lived in that vehicle for quite some time, destitute, hungry, homeless, and could not find no relief. At that point, I became so in despair and felt such darkness, and I had a sense of unworthiness and fear, and thoughts of suicide again started to overcome me. I reached out to family members, and they met my needs by coming to me and praying for me. They let me know that they heard of a place named Shepherd's Gate, that it would be a great place for me to restart my life. When I first got here to Shepherd's Gate, I was lost, dirty, matted hair, broken, in bondage, and didn't trust anybody. Didn't even trust myself, but I knew that I needed help. Some of the wonderful things that have enriched my life here while being at Shepherd's Gate have been the Bible study classes and the worship services. I've learned how to recognize codependency and how to deal with that and overcome. I've learned boundaries, healthy boundaries. I learned what safe people are and how to recognize and discernment of the will of God for my life. I learned how to have recovery, a healthy recovery in this 12-step program of restoring my driver's license, getting my Social Security card, finding the deep therapy that I needed, holding me accountable and keeping me in a line with consistency in my life. I've been clean and sober for a year since the date of 2020, July 19th. And I had turned 55 just a couple of days prior to that, and I just graduated on July 22nd, 2020. As a graduate, to get out into the world and have an impact in a positive way again. I feel like I have zest for life. And thank you so much for the opportunity that I've had to restore my life here at Shepherd's Gate.
So one of the things about Shepherd's Gate that we've recently implemented is our Alumni Program. And on Thursdays we have Alumni Night, and they have their own processing meetings so they can check in and see how they're doing with their recovery and if they need any support or food. And I want to introduce you to Shea today. She's part of our alumni group, but you won't be able to see Shea's face because she's still in a domestic violence situation. It's been 7 years since she escaped her abusive husband, and she is still fearful for her life and her children. And so today she's opted not to be filmed, but I can share with you a bit of her amazing story of escaping her domestic violence. So she was a Bay Area girl, and she got married, moved out of state, and he became very violent. And it took her 7 attempts to escape. And that's pretty much the average. And so one day she was reading her Bible, and God gave her the strength to get up, and she didn't pack anything. She just picked up her baby and she ran out the door, and she had an Uber car waiting for her. She told the Uber driver that she was running from her husband who would beat her, and that she wanted to escape. That Uber driver was a God-sent person that helped her get to Southwest Airlines. She went to the ticket counter and she explained her situation to the attendant, and the attendant totally wanted to support her and actually escorted her all the way through the TSA line. Now the problem came at the TSA counter when she had to take off her coat. And so they took her to a private room. And when she pulled off that coat, the TSA and the Southwest Airlines attendant saw all the bruises and where she had been beaten and burned as well. And they said, we are just going to do everything we can to get you home to Oakland, California. And sure enough, they got her on that plane. So her uncle picked her up at the airport, and he had a car seat and diapers for her. She was so thankful that she was finally home in a safe place. And her uncle had told her about Shepherd's Gate. And so she applied, and she came into our program. And that's where the real work started for Jay. She started discovering all her hurts and what she needed to heal from, and her boundaries, and to protect herself. And so she went through several classes for that. And so she graduated from our program, and she belongs to a loving church family. She still has her therapist today. She's part of our alumni program. Her little boy now is getting to go to kindergarten online, and Jay is attending college online, and she wants to have her own business one day, and also she actually wants to strive to have 2 businesses, but first she needs to get through business entrepreneurial degree. And so we are supporting her today. We continue to support our alumni. She has Section 8 housing, and so we're bringing them groceries and school supplies and activities for her son, so she can focus on her education on her computer while her son works on his education. So we are so proud of Jay and how far she's come. And our alumni program continues on. It's such an important part of our program now. And you know, in this pandemic, there has been so many situations of domestic violence. It's definitely on the increase. And child abuse is definitely on the increase, because children's teachers are not seeing them on a daily basis and don't see the bruises and what they go through. So if you are ever in the situation where you know someone that is suffering from domestic violence, point them to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Their website is called thehotline.org. It has so many great first steps to prepare for your escape from your domestic violence. So, I'm sorry you can't see Jay today, but we applaud her for doing such a great job to be a mom and a graduate of Shepherd's Gate.
Hi, my name is Megan. I've been at Shepherd's Gate for 7 months. My mom left me and my sisters when I was 6 years old. My little sister was 2. She would call us and say that she was going to come visit, and sometimes we'd wait at the window and wait for her, and she wouldn't show up, and it would crush us. My father raised me alone, me and my 3 sisters, in El Sobrante, California, and he was an alcoholic. So we pretty much raised ourselves in a sense. My father, he worked really hard at a steel refinery, so he provided for us food, clothes, and a roof over our head. But there wasn't any communication from a father to a daughter. There wasn't any structure. There wasn't any I love you, from him. There wasn't any of that. There wasn't any helping with homework. Making sure we had a cooked meal for breakfast or, for dinner. It was just kind of like do your own thing. I gave him a lot of credit, like, I had a good dad because he was there, but in all actuality, when he wasn't at work, he was at home or in his room, drunk. Like to go stay with my friends and their family because I wanted to have that family setting. I wanted to have that structure that I wasn't getting at home. So I had lots of friends whose parents would take me in a lot of the times, and I would stay with them as much as possible, and I would be very devastated when I wasn't able to stay with them. Like my dad would say no. I loved going to school, having a packed lunch, and having clean clothes, and being a part of a family, feeling a part of a family. My dad's mother, we called her Nana, she moved in with us when I was about 8, and she was an alcoholic as well. So she moved in to help my father to raise us. My Nana passed away, and we were really extremely close, me and her. So when she passed away, something inside of me, my heart was broken, and I didn't want to deal with it. I was 12. I started using drugs and alcohol and having sex with older men. And from there, my life got out of control and just spiraled. I was numb. I was just numb to everything. I didn't want to be a part of anything. I just wanted to be high. I was in a program, and after she was born, I was still in that program, and I found out about Shepherd's Gate. I didn't expect for my desires to not use again to disappear, and they have. I haven't thought about using ever since coming here to Shepherd's Gate. I have this sense of fulfillment now that I have both of my children and God guiding me. All of the programs and services that we're getting here at Shepherd's Gate have helped, because I've actually been open and willing to let them soak in and to actually take it in and to apply it to my life. Whereas before, I've been to plenty of programs, and in the back of my head, I still wanted to use. And so it kind of like went in one ear and out the other, and all those other programs. And this one, I've just been taking my time, and I've just been enjoying all the classes and enjoying my devotions with God, and enjoying all the instruction and the advice and the love that Shepherd's Gate is giving me. And I'm not scared to ask for help. I'm open and honest about what I'm going through and how I feel and where I'm struggling. I've been clean and sober since November 7th of 2019. Well, I feel happy. I feel really, really happy. Even on my worst days, there's something inside of me that's just really happy to be on the right path, and to know that I don't have anything inside me that wants to go back to that. Because that was a long, long road of just a mess, and I'm just finally where I have confidence also that as long as I stay close to the Lord, that I won't have to go back to that, and that that it's all His will for me, what happens next. Something I never thought about doing. I never thought about going to college, ever. I never had enough confidence to think that I could go to college and succeed at that. So from 3 years from now, I could see me being a graduate of the 2-year college. I would want to tell them thank you. I would want to tell them thank you for all their support, and that Shepherd's Gate has tremendously helped me. And I would recommend this to the next suffering woman such as myself. Definitely.
Good evening, my name is Fiona Parkin, and I'm a member of the Board of Directors at Shepherd's Gate. It's so wonderful to be with each and every one of you this evening as we share in this special virtual event. hearing the testimonies from these women, hearing the music from the awesome band. How wonderful it is to spend this time with each and every one of you. I've been a member of the board of directors for the past 2 years, and I was invited to join the board because of my many, many years of experience in human resources. I've had the opportunity to do trainings with the staff, an opportunity to share in providing advice and expertise to the HR department at Shepherd's Gate. Like so many of you, Shepherd's Gate is very near and dear to my heart and my family's heart, going back over many years to when they were in the previous building. Being a member of the board has given me the opportunity to get to know how God is impacting the lives of some of these women personally, to hear their testimonies, to be there when some of them graduate. We've also had the opportunity with our church and other local organisations to be there for holidays and parties with the women and children. An example of that was we were able to be there at New Year to share in a meal, some games and crafts with each of the women and children, and it was such a blessing. So this year we have a special event, as you all are taking part in it, and it's our primary fundraiser this year. Normally we'd have a number of fundraisers during the year, including the tea, but this year, of course, is different for all of us. COVID has impacted each and every one of us, but none more so than the vulnerable group of women and children that Shepherd's Gate represents. As many of you have heard Carol share earlier, there's an 83% success rate in the programme. That means that the women who've gone through Shepherd's Gate programme are able to find housing, employment, attend AA meetings, be a part of a church, start to seek financial stability. That's an impressive number, 83%. And that means that the work that they're doing at Shepherd's Gate in these programmes are all the more important. As many of you know, Shepherd's Gate is not provided with government funding. It comes from individuals like you and I, from churches, from local organisations, from family foundations. This year we have 2 local organisations who are partnering with Shepherd's Gate. One is an anonymous private donor, the other one is Subaru, who as part of their Share Their Love campaign have chosen Shepherd's Gate to partner with this year. And these 2 together have offered $75,000 as matching funds for Shepherd's Gate. That's incredible. And so tonight we're looking for an additional $75,000, if possible, to bring that to the $150,000 we could raise from this event. So how can you go about doing this? Well, first of all, some of you may have received a box tonight where you have a card explaining about how you could donate to Shepherd's Gate. Another way is going on the link with the email, or of course you can always go to the website. So I ask that we take this time right now to pray about how it is that God's leading us in this donation, in this ministry. And if you feel that God is leading you to make a contribution, you could go ahead and do that on the website. You can go ahead and send a check. But please, on that check, would you make a note that it's this special barbecue event, because then it will be eligible for the matching contributions. Finally, this event is so special because we're asking for your support in helping with the women and children in this community who need your support through these Christ-based programs at Shepherd's Gate to help them get out of poverty, homelessness, addiction and abuse. So I'd like to thank you for being part of this evening. I'd like to thank you on behalf of the Board of Directors of Shepherd's Gate. I'd like to thank you on behalf of the staff at Shepherd's Gate, who are so thankful for donors and contributors like yourself. And most of all, I would like to thank you on behalf of the women and children who couldn't be in these programs if it wasn't for donors and contributors like yourself. So thank you so much. May God bless you and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hey, we have one more song for you guys to wrap up the program, and I was going to let you know of a few ways you can connect with our family. We do have a website, petersonband.com, and then you can also find us on pretty much every music streaming program, as well as YouTube, is where we put a lot of our music out. So make sure you check that out, as well as if you guys want to see us in person, we play year-round in Branson, Missouri at the Little Opry Theater, and we're actually going to have our little sister close out the program with this song, and she leaves for college today. This is her last day of performing with the family for a little bit, and she finished up high school as #1 in her class out of 7 students total, and so she was able to really fight for that spot and beat all the other kids and maintain that. So she's really smart, and she runs all of our YouTube channel, does a great job with all of that. And if you guys can look closely, she also has a little a dimple on her face, and that's what she's famous for. So if you can screenshot your monitor or something and then print it out and put it on your fridge, don't do that. But anyways, she's got a wonderful voice. This is a song called Fields of Gold.
Aren't they great? So that noise that you were hearing, there's actually a storm going on where they're broadcasting from, and so it's raining. It's not like it's 90 degrees here in Livermore. So thank you to the Petersons. If you want to hear more of their music tonight after the show, You can go onto YouTube and go The Petersons, and they have so many songs on there. So enjoy their music. They're so great, and they were so wonderful to work with. So you heard from Fiona. Tonight, we have been blessed with a $75,000 match, and that is just so amazing. And some of you have already been donating online. We've been watching it, and we are so thankful for your donations, because this ministry is fully funded by individuals, foundations, companies, churches, and we are grateful. We try our best to be so wise with our stewardship, and you can check out our charity navigators if you'd like some more information about our financials. But we're thankful for Subaru coming in as part of that match tonight. This is their year-long campaign called Share the Love, and they certainly did share the love with us tonight. By giving us that donation to put together the matching funds. So log on to our website, donate online, or if you're sending a check or going through your donor advised funds. We just had someone donate stock. So it's a variety of ways of how you can be a part of this, but it is a togetherness of how this ministry works, from our volunteers to our employees to our thrift store. We are blessed to be able to be here to serve these women and children in such great need in this pandemic. So I hope this broadcast was informative for you tonight, and you got to see who you're helping. Right now, we're going to move into our raffle. So if you're tuning out and you're going to log on to YouTube and watch the Petersons for the rest of your barbecue, good night, and hope you enjoy your barbecue and the bluegrass music. But I'm going to bring up our development officer for the next 12 to 15 minutes. We're going to be doing raffle items. So good night for those that are signing off. And Marcy, let's start our raffle. Woohoo!
Hey everybody, are you guys ready for our raffle? Before we begin, I just want to give a special thank you to Frank Vallejo and his team from California Water Service. They came in at the 12th hour right before we closed to present us with $2,500. We even were able to get their logo in the presentation. So thank you so much, Frank and the team at California Water Service. You're awesome. So let's go ahead and start this raffle. Now, as Carol said, you don't have to be present to win. And anybody who does win, you will be contacted individually to get your prize. We've got 12 great raffle prizes to give out and one big grand prize, which is the Monterey Day travel package. So we're really excited. So let's get this party started and let the games begin. First raffle prize, it's Armadillo Willie's dinner and a family game night basket. It's all the old school games from way back when, perfect for your family, getting them together during shelter in place. And two $100 gift card from Armadillo Willie's in Dublin. Special shout out to Tim Ford and his team. You help provide meals at the height of COVID to our women and children and to our staff. So thank you so much. All right, who's the lucky winner for this? No. Okay, and the winner for this is Dave Hobart. Mayor Dave Hobart of Dublin. Oh my gosh, this is
great.
Crazy.
That's great.
Oh my gosh. All right, we'll hold this over. The next prize is a Williams-Sonoma Autumn Entertaining Basket. Great thing about Williams-Sonoma, they went ahead and donated 3 of our large baskets. And this came from the store in San Ramon at the City Center Bishop Ranch. So if you haven't seen the store, check it out. It's beautiful. I don't cook, but it's going to inspire me to take some cooking classes. So let's raffle this off. And the winner for the Autumn Williams-Sonoma basket is Tina Mihin. Tina, hey, this goes to you.
Okay.
And the next raffle prize is Joanne Gaines' Magnolia Cookbook. Magnolia Table, a collection of recipes for a gathering. So if you got a barbecue kit, 2 of her recipes are featured in her barbecue kit. So enjoy and go ahead and cook. And the winner for this is Courtney Hearn.
Woohoo! Yay, Courtney.
Yay, Courtney. You get to cook all the wonderful recipes. Come by and share some with me now, okay? All right. The next gift is a jewelry set by Diablo Fine Jewelers. They were one of our event sponsors. They've been around for 45 years. They're located in the heart of Alamo, so go ahead and check them out. Hashtag support your local business.
You can't get it.
I know, they're sticking together. And the winner for this is Michael Ochoa. Yay, Michael. All right, we have another Williams Sonoma. It's the baking basket. I know a lot of you took up cooking and baking. I don't bake, but this is perfect for you. And when you're done baking, I need to sample the homemade goods. I never pass up a homemade good.
Here's the winner.
And this is Teresa Capellas. I just barbecued your, I just delivered your barbecue kit the other day. So, hey, this is for you.
All right.
All right. The next one is the Big House Beans Coffee and Dan Good Cookie Basket. This is a really special one. Big House Beans Coffee is coffee with a purpose. They have 2 locations in Brentwood, so check them out. And all of the proceeds help to change lives and to transform lives. And the owner, John Krause, he is a former inmate of San Quentin. So talk about transformation and starting over. So go and support them.
Great coffee.
Great coffee. And it's super good. Dan Goods Cookies. He's also a local vendor. He's right here in Livermore. He's always at the Pleasanton and Livermore Farmers Market. He's one of those special scratch bakers, and he loves baking, and he loves cookies longer than he's loved baking. So check him out. He delivers freshly baked cookies every day from scratch, and you hadn't had a cookie unless you had a Dan Good cookie. So let's see who's the winner for this. And then one more shout out to Diane Johansson. She went ahead and donated the coffee grinder and the 2 travel mugs. And she is from Caldwell Realty.
All right.
Right on, Diane. And a very great volunteer. And the winner for this is Kermit Savine. Yay, Kermit.
Yay. Okay.
All right, we're coming down the mid-range of prizes. The next is 2 sets of jewelry from Pomme Cannelle Jewelry created in France. Now, Pomme Cannelle showcases all the different French designers, and this family has a boutique in Paris, but it can be brought to you if you visit www.pommecannelleparis.com. So, let's see.
Here's our winner.
Oh, we already called Kermit.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I'll get another one. This one right here.
Somi O.
All right. Okay.
Okay. The next gift is the wine sauce barbecue dinner and Ghirardelli dessert basket. Super good. Who doesn't love chocolate and sauce? You know, they're here local. They also have locations in Walnut Creek, Sacramento, and they also do catering. So check them out. Their barbecue is super good. Big fan of their salads.
There you go.
And this goes to, oh, we already had Tina.
She won again.
All right, Tina Min, you won again.
A lot of people bought a lot of raffle tickets, so they are in here a couple times.
All right. All right, this next gift is Senegent's Beauty Basket. It's your skincare products. It's your eyeshadow, your lipstick. It's a perfume. It's a beauty book. It's a makeup bag. I love this product. I use it. It's anti-aging, long-lasting. Not to mention the Make Sense Foundation. Of Senegent's International. They support Shepherd's Gate. So I just want to give a big shout out to Lori Luciano, who is an independent distributor. So let's see who wins this. This is Dave Hobart.
There you go. Michelle will love that.
Yes, Michelle
will love it. His wife.
Yes. Okay. Oops, I'm dropping. All right, we're coming down to the wire. This one is the Sticky's Chicken and Rib Dinner and I Love Art Basket. Sticky Chicken and Rib, they are a favorite in Brentwood. I know my dad loves this place. He's got Jerry on speed dial. Every opportunity my dad can have barbecue, he will call Jerry. So check him out. He's been doing barbecue since 1994, and it's amazing. And the winner for this is Beth Winkler.
Oh, great.
Yay, Beth.
Okay.
All right, we've got our last Sonoma chicken, Sonoma Christmas, Sonoma chicken. That's the Williams Sonoma Christmas basket just in time for the holidays. And let's see who this is going to be for. And this is for Janelle Johnson. Yay!
Great.
All right, the last one. It's a very special earring gem earrings from the Higgins Jewelry Center. They've been in business since 1940. They've been creating custom designs for 3 generations. So if you're looking for that special piece, visit Chad Higgins at the Higgins Jewelry Center in Hayward. Michelle Lee. Yay,
All right, Michelle. Okay.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, gosh,
Are we at the last
Yes,
one?
we are at the grand raffle item, and
Okay.
it's the day in Monterey. It's a one-night stay at the Sanctuary Beach Resort. It's 4 tickets to the Natural Pacific Museum, so you can, just in time for the monarch butterfly exhibit in November, and also the Shaker's Old Fisherman Grotto $100 gift card. So let's see who's the winner of this grand prize.
Last one.
Drum roll. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, let's see. And the winner is Mimi Vargas.
Mimi. All right.
So that's that. So
thank you so much,
very
Marcy.
welcome.
You have done such an amazing job on this event and getting all of these items and talking to our donors and delivering barbecue kits to people's doors. So thank you. You have done an amazing job.
You're very welcome.
Good night, everyone. I hope you have a great evening.
You've been a great audience. Thank you so much for watching.
And thank you, Amos Productions, for helping us. We couldn't have done this without you. And Jen Harp, who's here also doing social media if you're talking to her.
Oh, and Gray Winery for all the wine that came in the kit. Oh my gosh.
Gray Winery. We hope to be there next year in 2021, and that we would get to see you in person next year. So thank you for being part of our family at Shepherd's Gate. Good night, everyone.
Amen, and God bless. Bye.